morning and welcome to a new class. We have 30 minutes ahead of us and today we're going to work with our hamstrings. So we're going to get the back sides of our legs a little bit softer, a little bit more flexible and mobile. But let's just take a few moments on our bum and let's come to a comfortable seated pose, crossing our legs and then lengthening from the spine, lifting through the chest and rolling our shoulders back, resting our palms onto our knees, maybe closing your eyes if it's comfortable, and then breathe in and out through your nose. Inhale and exhale. A few more deep breaths. Continuing to lengthen your breath, both on your inhale and on your exhale. And maybe set an intention for your practice for today's class. Take one more deep breath in through your nose and exhale out through your nose. And then let's just open your eyes and then roll onto your backs. And let's start the practice on our backs. Alright, so start with your right knee going in towards your chest. And then maybe stretch out your left leg. So keeping your left leg straight, right knee in towards your chest. Flex your both feet. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, start to straighten out through the right leg. Catch somewhere on the back side of your right leg. If it's too hard to keep your both legs straight, then just bend through your left knee and place your foot down on your mat. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathe out. 2 more deep breaths. Keeping the stillness. And after your next exhale, just start moving your right leg in these small circles. Keeping your both legs straight. Maybe your left knee is bent, but if not, both legs straight. And then from here, opposite the rotation, breathing in, breathing out. And then start to bring your right leg into stillness, release your both arms, and then keep the leg there. Keep your right leg active, engage your thigh muscle, flex through your both feet, breathing in. And as you exhale, release your right knee. And then other side, left knee in towards your chest, stretching out through the right leg. Keep your left knee as close as possible in towards your chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, both feet are still flexed, catching somewhere on the back side of your leg, and then start to straighten out through that left leg. If needed, bend through the right knee, place your foot down. If not, stretch through your both legs. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and exhale. One more deep breath. And then let's start with our circles. So our left leg is moving into circles. Small circles from your hip. And then reverse, other side or other direction. And then as you exhale, keep your left leg still, release your arms down, breathe in, and as you breathe out, bend through that left knee, place your feet down, And then just roll over to your right side, push through the left palm, and then come to a seated pose. All right, so we're gonna keep our left leg straight, bending through the right knee, sole of the right foot in towards the left inner thigh, and then keep your both sitting bones active. And then inhale, lift your both arms. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, extend and fold forward. See if you can catch around that left foot, keeping your chest moving forward, folding from your hips. And then breathe in and breathe out. If it's hard to catch around your foot, bring your fingertips down, or maybe if you have a belt, you can place it around your left foot and then work with the belt. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, and as you exhale, release. Change sides. So keeping our right leg straight, left knee bent, sole in towards your inner thigh. Inhale, lifting your both arms, keeping your both sitting bones active down, and then reach forward from your hips, forward to your foot. Chest is aiming to move forward, and then keep your gaze forward. Breathe in and breathe out. Two more deep breaths here. And as you exhale, finish your out breath. Inhale, come to a seated pose, and then just bring your right foot closer, left foot also close. Turn your toes out and see if you can lift your hips, and then let's meet in our malasana, our yogi squat. So just open your hips for a bit and then bring your upper arms to really press your inner knees to move out. Palms in front of your chest, lengthening from your hips all the way up to the crown of your head. Take one more deep in-breath here. And as you exhale, release your palms and start to lift your hips, turn your toes forward, and come to your forward fold, your Uttanasana, with your feet slightly separated, maybe hip distance apart. And then just catch around your elbows, moving your weight forward, breathing in and breathing out. One more deep breath. And then from your Uttanasana, start to walk your palms forward and walk your feet back. So we're going to come to our downward facing dog, and to measure the distance between your hands and feet, either come forward to a plank pose, match your palms under your shoulders, and then pushing the heels back, or go down to tabletop and then lift up from there. All right, so our hands are about shoulder distance apart. Spread your fingers, feet hip distance apart, and then see if you can externally rotate your upper arm. So elbows are facing down, and then from there lengthen your chest, head, crown of your head, in between your arms. So we keep this extension from our hips forward and extension from our hips down towards our heels. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in, and as you exhale, look forward, step your right foot forward in between your palms. Come to this high lunge position with your legs, keeping your fingertips down, and then really pushing your fingertips down. And as you inhale, look forward and lift your chest slightly. As you exhale, move the hips back, flex through the right foot, and see if you can release the left heel down. And then move back and forth here. So from our high lunge position with our legs, moving back with your both legs as straight as possible to a pyramid pose. And then continue. So we're working in a dynamic flow here. Few more rounds. And then next time you come forward, stay here, but step your left foot slightly further forward, and then release your left heel down so we keep our heels in a straight line. Left toes are slightly turned out, and then hips are pointed back, and then keep your fingertips down. Maybe bend your front knee if you can't keep it straight, and then moving your chest forward on your inhale, and as you exhale, see if you can fold the upper body over that right leg and find a relaxation within this pose. Breathe in, breathe out. One more deep breath, and then as you exhale, look forward. Move the chest forward, step back first into your plank pose, measure the distance between your hands and feet, and then as you lift your hips, let's move into our downward facing dog before we switch our side. One more deep breath here, extension from our hips, both forward and back down towards our heels. All right, left foot. Step it forward in between your palms, come up on your fingertips, really push the heel back, keep your knee and heel in line, keep the back leg straight, and as you exhale, shift the weight back, lift your front toes, flex your foot, and then shift forward again. So keep your movements here dynamic, follow your breath. Two more rounds. Last round, move back. And then as you exhale, come forward and then step forward slightly with your right foot. Release your heel down, so both heels in a straight line. Toes are pointed out on your right foot. And then as you inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, fold forward and then walk your fingertips forward, keeping your both hips pushing back, chest moving forward, and then stay, breathe, find your ease within the stretch. See if you can breathe through whatever comes up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, look forward, and then just place your palms down, step back to your plank pose, measure the distance, and then as you lift your hips, let's move back to our down dog. All right, inhale, lift your heels high up, look forward slightly, bend through your knees, step or hop forward, inhale, reach your chest. Look halfway forward and up. Exhale, fold. Breathe in all the way up, arms over your head. And as you exhale, fold, release down. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Look forward. As you exhale, jump back to plank pose. Release your knees. And then bend through the elbows. Lower down. Roll your shoulders back, point through the toes, and as you lift your chest, stay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, and as you exhale, tuck your toes under, lift the upper body, step back, downward facing dog. And then as you inhale, lift your right leg straight up, open through the hips and bend through that right knee. Just for a breath. And then as you exhale, step forward with your right foot. lift your upper body up, and then come to your crescent high lunge, pushing the left heel back, really bending through the right knee, lowering your hips. And let's breathe in and out through your nose. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, release your fingertips, release your back knee down, and then same thing here. Come to a deep low lunge on your in-breath. And then as you exhale, shift the weight back. Start to straighten through the right foot and right leg, flexing the right foot. And then move forward again, shift back. 3 more rounds. And then last round, move back, and then shift forward, and then step back, plank pose, either straight legs or release down to your knees. Lower all the way down, belly down, point your toes, shoulders back. Inhale, lift the upper body. Exhale, release, tucking your toes, and then pushing back to your downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, open through the hips, and then bend through the left knee. 1 breath. As you exhale, look forward, step forward, high lunge, crescent pose, lifting up through the upper body, lifting your arms, pushing the heel back, lowering the hips, and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, release down, lower the back knee down, and then come deeper into your lunge. Take a breath. And as you exhale, start to shift the weight back and maybe straighten out through that left leg, flexing your foot. And then move forward again. So we're shifting back and forth. Finding your rhythm through the breath. And then match that rhythm with your movements. Let's do a few more. Last round going back. And then as you move forward, release your both palms down. Step back to your plank pose, either legs straight or knees down. Exhale, lower all the way down, point your toes, lift your chest, shoulders back, Bhujangasana Cobra. Inhale. Exhale, release, tucking your toes, and then push back, downward facing dog. All right, so from here, walk your both palms all the way back to your feet. And then see if you can catch around your big toes with your first 3 fingers. Hold firmly around. Inhale, lift your chest up, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, bend through the elbows. Let's face the elbows out. See if you can really put some pressure under your toes. And then from there, maybe your chest will move further forward. Folding from your hips, finding an elongation through the spine. Move the weight a little bit forward to your toes, engage your thighs. 1 more deep breath. And as you exhale, release. And then walk your palms forward again. Downward facing dog. Halfway forward, step your right foot. And then from here, come high up onto your fingertips. And as you lift the left leg, keep it in the height of your hips. And then walk your fingertips back towards that right foot. So we're doing something between a standing split and a third warrior. So we're folding down closer towards our right leg, but we're keeping our left leg as high as our hips. And then we're keeping our both hips parallel, hip bones are pointing down so we're not opening up through that left hip. Maybe catch around that right foot or right ankle if you find the balance. Keep your both legs active. And as you exhale, release your palms back to your down dog. And then left leg, step forward halfway. Lifting the right leg in the height of your hips, keeping that foot flexed. Point your toes back and then start to walk your palms further back, either keeping your fingertips down or maybe catching around that ankle. Finding your balance, keeping your gaze somewhere, your drishti. Breathing in, breathing out. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, release, step back, down dog, move forward through your plank, chaturanga, either cobra or full upward facing dog, shoulders back, inhale, lift your chest, exhale, move back through your down dog. All right, breathing in, step forward with your right foot, turn to face the long side of your mat, keep your legs parallel, toes are pointing forward, and then start to lift your chest, elongate through the spine, breathing in, and then as you exhale, start to bend through the elbows, place your palms down if possible, bend your elbows to face back, release your chest, release your head down, moving the weight forward to your toes, and then fold forward in your Prasarita Padottanasana, keeping your legs wide, feet parallel. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. All right, slightly lift your upper body. We're going to turn this pose into our Trikonasana, our triangle pose. So start with your right foot by turning it out to face the front edge of your mat, and then catch somewhere onto your lower leg. Keep lifting your chest, and then start to lift your left leg, left arm, sorry, and then look up towards your left palm, keeping your both legs straight, hips are really moving to the left, and then chest, upper body over to the right. So we're keeping this extension through the upper body and your spine. Both legs are preferably straight. And then exhale, release, turn forward again or to face center, and then turn your left toes out, keeping our heels in line. Catch around your lower leg with your left arm, right arm straight up, look up towards your right palm, lengthen through the upper body, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. Trikonasana, triangle pose. And exhale, release, and then face all the way forward, step back, plank pose. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, either bhujanga or cobra or upward facing dog, and then push back, downward facing dog. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, step your right foot in between your palms, and then as you lower the back knee down, we're going to walk slowly back with our left knee. So we're not going to come to a full Hanumanasana, full split. We're going to walk our left knee down until we need to lift our right toes from the mat. We're gonna flex our right foot and then keep on walking back, and then where it really stops on your right leg, stay there, breathe. We're still trying to keep our hips parallel, so we're not opening up the hips and then just sit down like this in a very passive way. We want to keep our pose active. We want to keep our hips still parallel, really working on our hamstrings rather than it's almost cheating and opening our hips. All right. More deep breaths here. And then as you exhale, start to walk that left knee back again. And then come to your low lunge. Step back. Neutralize your pose through your down dog. And then when you're ready, look forward and step forward with your left foot. Release the right knee down. And as you start to walk back with your right knee, continue until you need to lift your left toes. And when you do that, keep your foot flexed. Keep the left leg as straight as possible and walk back with your knee. And as mentioned before, keep your both hips parallel. Both hip bones are pointing straight forward. And then stay. Find some ease and stillness within your body and this pose, Hanumanasana, our split pose. 2 more deep breaths. Then when you finish your last out breath, start to walk back with your right knee and then low lunge. Step back through your down dog and then just slowly walk forward, all the way forward with your feet in between your palms, and then catch around your elbows. Breathe in and breathe out. And then from here, bend through the knees, sit all the way down. Keep your both legs straight this time. Flexing through the feet, finding your sitting bones. Inhale to lift your arms. Exhale to fold from your hips, maybe catching around your feet, maybe cupping your fingertips or palms. Really try to keep your spine as straight as possible. So we're really finding the fold from our hips, and we're aiming for the chest to move forward rather than down. Breathing in, breathing out. When you feel ready, just drop your head down. Find your ease and stillness within this pose, and just notice the difference that you feel around the back sides of your legs, around your hamstrings after this 30-minute practice. And maybe notice the difference in your mind. So the practice might give you different things each time, or you might feel the same things. So just noticing without judging. Last breath. And then as you exhale, just slowly roll all the way up. Find your seat. Cross your ankles. Find your sitting bones. Come to stillness. And then roll your shoulders back. Lengthen your spine. Lift your chest. Palms onto your knees. Just give yourself 2 deep breaths in your own pace. Collect your body and mind back into center. And then when you're ready, on your next in-breath, lift your both arms, palms connected, And exhale, release them in front of your chest. And let's breathe in for an Om together to finish the practice. Inhale. Namaste. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining today's class. If you liked this video, please put a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and then I'll be very, very happy to share more 30-minute practices with you each Wednesday and Sunday. All right, until your next class, stay safe and take care. Namaste.